So what's up, my good people? Um, so I just want to share with y'all why I'm starting the clothing brand and how it came to thought and how everything like came together. And plus my brother Chauncey was like I should record the journey as I'm going just to get documentation of it, just to see how far I've come and just the things we've been able to accomplish as a community starting this Prevail brand. So starting out, the reason I started the brand is because, so a little backstory, I was like in the ninth grade, and my brother, so he had gone off to college and he got back, and he was coming back to visit, and he came back and he drew with some fabric paint on the back of a shirt, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So that was like ninth grade for me. And ever since then, I've been like, um, just just liking to like create stuff and wear it. So I started like drawing on my own stuff because I can draw fairly well. I'm not like super good at it, but I always been like creative and artistic. So I used to draw on shirts and design my own stuff with the fabric paint, just enjoying just creating stuff on clothing. Used to wear it to school. Looking back on it, it wasn't that good, but I don't know. It is what it is. So I used to draw on clothes for family members, and they was just like, "Hey, design me something." Like, "Hey, draw this for me," and I used to do it. And then I had fun doing it. I really enjoyed doing it. So fast forward, um, like to I don't know, like 2020. It was around 2020. It popped back up to me wanting to design. So I don't know where how it came back up, but and that's when the real like beginning of the brand started. That's when I came up with the name Prevail, and how I came up with the name. We can do that in a different video, but right now I just want to share how it all started. So 2020, got back in it, and that's when I found out about heat transfer vinyl. So I bought a silhouette, a cameo silhouette, and started designing stuff on that, and just making shirts for my personal, like just personally, because I like designing stuff and I would wear it, just to see how good I can create it, or how, just pretty much how well I can have an idea in my head and then just bring it to life on a shirt. And then somehow, I can't really remember, but my wife and I got into this thing to where we was going to design shirts and try to sell them. So at the time, the brand was about inspiring others, not to give up on like what you're trying to do. And then again, I didn't stay consistent with that, and it kind of dropped off. Then 2023-ish, like probably like at the end, beginning of 2000, end of 23, beginning of 24, like it popped back up again. That I don't know, it kept coming back to me. So I was like, man, I should probably like try to take this thing serious. And like being honest, I didn't even like starting a clothing brand was like nothing I really knew about. Like, of course, you see clothing brands like Nike and all that type of stuff, and you go buy it. But the idea of me creating a clothing brand never really like came up in my head. So I actually started researching and found some stuff on YouTube, and I was amazed at how many like little small clothing brands there is. So I was like, hey, I probably could do this. So the end of 23, the idea came back. 24, I started doing more research about it. And then like June of 24, so in between January 24 and June 24, it was like heavy, like on YouTube and all that, trying to figure out like how to actually start a clothing brand, what you should be doing. And so once I got enough information, and took some advice from other people who had started a clothing brand, I got my LLC, because that's what people were saying, like on the videos, get your LLC so you can like kind of make it official before you start, and then set up a business account. And then I started designing. So I guess like really designing is my favorite part of it. And then the other part is what I have problems with, but that's for a different time. But I started with a Prevail logo. It said Prevail in like block letters, and then underneath it said failure is not final. And it'll make more sense for the behind the brand name after I share that. Probably on the next video. I'll probably do that on the next video. Why, how I came up with the name Prevail and what led to it. But so I did all that, and then around, I would say around August of 24, I was gonna try to launch, like starting it, but I had nothing set up. I had no website. I had like not really even thought out how I was gonna get everything made, because I didn't wanna take the time of like doing heat transfer vinyl, weeding it, and then like doing that whole process. I was trying to make it more efficient to where I didn't have to spend that much time. So I put that off. And then in between that and in between like August and I would say in the September, so probably no, between July and September, in that area, I started following Christ more serious. And it got me thinking, like, I wonder why this kept on coming up in my life. Like, I kept wanting to start a clothing brand. And thinking about it spiritually, I kind of thought that maybe this is what, like, being introduced to following God and all that type of stuff, this might be what my plan is to, or a step to get to the plan that God has for me. So I started like reading the Bible more and trying to figure out, pretty much understand where, just to try to understand, like, how do you really know if this was destined for you, or if this is the plan God had for you. So I started reading the Bible more and just trying to getting to know and understand God, because I mean, I never really had a relationship with God. I used to go to church off and on, never really knew much about the Bible, the story, the history, or anything like that. I just knew it was a God out there, and I saw my mom pray and all that stuff, but I never really knew for myself who God or Jesus even was. And I don't know, like, I just felt like inside of me something was telling me to do this clothing brand, and I didn't understand why, because I just like doing it for myself, honestly. But then as I got more and more into the Bible, and then like listening to podcasts about following Christ and all that type of stuff, I started to understand that this might not be for me, but just for serving my purpose, either to help somebody else out or to just fulfill the plan God has for me. And I started like thinking about it more, and it started becoming more more heavy on me, I guess you can say. The want to, the will, and all that became greater. And that's when I decided to turn it into like a faith-based brand, clothing brand. And I don't want to, I think maybe it's a way that God is trying to draw me closer to him, because I don't like doing this type of stuff. Like, I just like doing it for myself, and starting this clothing brand. It's been a little challenging on my own, but as I continue to learn, it's a process about the relationship you have with God, and knowing that you can't do stuff on your own and you will need him to do things. And yes, like, I'm gonna be honest, I I really don't fully trust in God. I'm like working on that. I feel like, yes, he'll do it for like somebody else, but it's just hard for me to understand that he'll do it for me, and I'm trying to work on that, and um, work on um, just my faith and my belief, and just accepting God's word for what it is. And so that's why I turned it in, like, I made the category, I put it in the category of faith-based, a faith-based clothing brand. So that's where it is right now. And I just would love to grow a community, and just, I don't know, build a community to show others like what God has for you is for you. And it's about me trying to believe, not believe, but just getting a better relationship with God. And I don't want this to it's my kids. But yeah, I don't want it to turn into something that I am doing this. Like, I don't want the clothing brand to be the only reason I'm trying to get closer to God. But that's just me thinking. But I don't think God is going to let it come out like that. He's going to show me the purpose of it and all that. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to just start a community, grow a community, and just enjoy the fellowship that this may come from this, and also just growing along the journey in my faith and my like personal development, like spiritually, also like, because financially, like, not only for myself, but for others. I like helping people. Like, if I can do it, I'll help you. And I just think this is another means of me, helping people. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm ready to see how it folds out, and like, whatever comes of it, it comes of it. But I think this is going to be something good for myself and for the community we build around it. And I'm just ready to get everybody involved, and just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and just learn each and every day. Also get closer to God, develop their relationship, and yeah. I thank y'all for listening. I'm excited for the journey. I'm excited to grow the community. I'm excited to develop a closer relationship with God, and help people with this clothing brand. I think it'll be more than a clothing brand, just being able to share the word, express your testimony, I guess you could say, of how God brought you through certain situations, and just building faith in the word of God. And yeah, until next time.